Hello, folks. Happy Wednesday. This is PunKrap, etc. on Gov's Radio. My name is MJ Sullivan, and we get some wonderful feedback there. I'm going to only use one of these mics. Okay, so today on PunKrap, etc., because last week we did an album review, we are going to be doing a sketchbook session for the next concert on my ever long list. So now that you've seen me with my ridiculous headphone hair ensemble, we're going to switch over to the sketchpad view. So give me 2 seconds. You know. And here we go. And I'm also going to double check to make sure that my that this went live, because I do this every single week where I make sure that I actually went live, because that is a big, huge concern of mine, that I accidentally didn't do the one thing I was supposed to do. So you see me checking my phone, and hi. It is March 4th of 2020. Happy March, I guess. It's the first March show I've had while I've been here, so yeah, PunKrap just started up. Amazing. Love to see it. So today, the concert that we are doing is, let me pull up my list because my iPad is not connecting to the Wi-Fi, so this is what we're going to have to deal with for today. The next concert on my list, if you can see that, is American Idol Live. I went to American Idol Live. Hold on, let me make sure, because it sounds like a little echoey. I don't want that to be happening. Is that better? I don't know. Okay, anyway. Basically. So when I was a kid, I went to American Idol Live with Taylor Hicks. Oh, hold on. Let me read through the whole thing. American Idol Live on the 15th of July in 2006 with my mother and my brother, and I think other people as well, but I, for the life of me, can't remember who we actually went with. At Nassau Coliseum, a wonderful place to be. And then, so American Idol Live was when they had American Idol happen. American Idol, the show. And I'm going to start sketching while I speak. So they had American Idol, and they would do this live show afterwards with all of the people in the top 12 who would come, and they'd sing like their, like, I don't know, 3 songs. And they weren't like songs they actually, like, made. It was just like songs that they covered, I guess. I don't remember. Either way, I don't have like super vivid memories of this. More vivid than like a couple of other earlier concerts, but like enough to get by. What we're going to be doing today is I am going to be sketching out the shirt that I got. So back in the day, they were like, there's merch, at like concerts and stuff like that. And because my parents are smart people, were like, oh, we don't want to pay like a ridiculous sum of money for a shirt with their faces on it, right? So we're just going to get the ones from the guys in the parking lot afterwards. And now at this stage in my life, I know that that's not beneficial to the people who are actually, I don't know, making the t-shirts for the people that they're making them for. But alas. So I wish I could access my Facebook on here. Oh, now it works. Okay. Anyway, yep, that's me. So basically, if I could just, for the life of me, do the thing that I am asking myself to do. Basically, we would buy from the, outside part afterwards. I know that that's not great, but I didn't know that you could actually get merch inside until I was, like, much older, because my parents would always buy the merch from the people outside the parking lot, and then we'd give them their $10 and we'd move on. So basically, that's what we would always do. And, I'm just looking up my own feed so that I make sure that I can see it. So anyway, speaking is not my strong suit tonight. So at this concert, they had, all 12 of the people, maybe all 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So it was, but they didn't, I forgot about this. The one lady who was supposed to be there ended up, like the 12th person ended up like being sick or something. So she dropped out and they had somebody else come in and do like a spot. So it was like Taylor Hicks, Catherine McPhee, Elliot Yamin, Chris Daughtry, Paris Bennett, Kelly Pickler, Ace Young, Bucky Covington, Mandisa, and Lisa Tucker. Half of those names I haven't heard in years. The winner, haven't heard from Taylor Hicks in years. No idea where he is. Catherine McPhee is doing some baller stuff, actually. She is on Broadway, or was on Broadway, playing the lead role in Waitress. Chris Daughtry is still kicking. He's baller as fuck. Daughtry is such a good band. I haven't heard from the rest of them, unfortunately, I guess. So, anyway, when I got this, what I'm going to be drawing is, like, their little portraits for fun. And then the shirt that I got that was from this American Idol thing. So I'm going to use, like, a little bit of reference. And I will get into more, like, abstract type of, concepts eventually. This was, like, the cover of the album that I very vividly remember having. And I didn't know they were covers. I thought they were their own songs. But they're songs, like, superstitious. Like, anyway. So, things you think when you're a kid. Basically, I'm going to be drawing the t-shirts that I got. And I remember because there were two of them. There was one that was pink. And there was one that was, like, blue rainbow colored. My brother got the blue rainbow colored one. And I wanted that one really badly. So, eventually, I, like, kind of tried to steal it from him. Because the pink one was cool, but I didn't want that one. I wanted the other one. So I remember it being, like, the really chunky, like, you know, ridiculous. Actually, I wonder if they have shirts. Well, these were, like, made by people who weren't obviously from American Idol. But, yeah, no. Okay. So I know that it was, like, their portraits in the middle. It was all, like, them sitting together and then, like, the tie-dye, like, pink on the outside. So that's what we're trying to recreate, basically. But the songs that they sang were, like, not... We were, like, super into American Idol in these two specific seasons. It was this one, and then it was also the season that Carrie Underwood was on, which was the season directly before this one, which I think might have been... This is 5, so that was 4. Duh. And so we were super into them then, and I remember being so mad that, not this season, but the season before it, this is not centered at all, but that's fine. I'm not going back and redoing it. That Carrie Underwood won. I was like, frick, I really like, what's his name? Bo Bice, which actually, now that when I go home, I might actually listen to his album, because, to be honest with you, it was kind of baller. But basically, I wish I could, like, lower this mic, because I don't want to keep having to put my head up. We have handheld mics. I should have grabbed one of those. Anyway, let me figure out. Me no want to break anything. Yeah, this is not the time to do that. Okay, so also I hear this, like, buzzing in the background. It's really getting annoying, but I don't know how to fix that. So anyway, I want to, maybe if I put it down. Can you hear me? No, not really. Can you hear me now? Maybe if I put my head really close to it. Okay, so anyway, I can't find, like, a middle ground to put this at. I'm trying to MacGyver something so that I can, like, put it together, but nah. When I stand it up, it gets the noise again. Okay. I don't know what to do. Maybe we can try and... Should I have figured this out before we started the show? Maybe. But that's okay. I'm gonna lay it there. Will that support it? But can you see that, though? No, I don't think so. Okay. We're gonna go with it. We ball out. Yeah, it doesn't cover it. Okay. So, basically, we were really obsessed. I was super sad that Bo Bice didn't win that time around. But to be honest with you, like, Carrie Underwood has made one damn hell of a career out of it, and I haven't heard from Bo Bice since he lost. And the thing is, you don't have to win American Idol to, like, take that and run with it, you know? Catherine McPhee didn't win American Idol, and she's probably the most successful out of any of these people who are in season 5. Because she had, like, a role on TV. One of her, like, the first album she ever had, I was super obsessed with. I could tell you the lyrics to literally every single one of those songs that she did. But basically, I was very, very obsessed with with her. Also, I did like other people's stuff, but like I know for a fact that like we loved Chris Daughtry. Oh boy, he was something. Literally, I remember my mom being like, he is gonna win this thing, and if he doesn't, like, there's no way that that's right. And it's so funny because like when I got to be like maybe like a teenager or so, I remember in my mind kind of being like, you know, when you're like all like nihilistic and like trying to like I don't know, you're like, oh, what's the point, like whatever. Or when I was in college and I was like, I don't even have time to breathe. How do people have time to watch like television? You know, television is great for the reason that you are allowed to enjoy yourself and not everything has to be like a side hustle or whatever. And you know what can't be a side hustle? Watching television. But I was always like, I don't get it. Why are people so obsessed with like reality shows, whatever? And now I'm watching Survivor as like a 22-year-old, and I'm actually really excited to see who like progresses. Anywho, basically, you know what? It's better that this is off center because the shirt was jank anyway. So, because it was, you know, not actually made from the people who were supposed to make it. So we were really excited about that, and you know, when you're a kid or whatever, and my mom was like really adamant about the fact that she thought that Chris would win, and we believed her. We thought he would win too. He was damn good. And I remember her being like, if he doesn't win, like, he's going to make something out of himself. And I remember being like, I believe it. Like, I think so too. So that is interesting because he did actually. Out of all the people who were in American Idol, I'm looking for like a good reference photo of all of them, but it doesn't really seem like there is one besides this. I'm just gonna do like kind of like little caricatures of them because honestly, why not? So like, should we do them in order or no? Yeah, we'll just disperse them wherever I want to disperse them. I don't remember her. I might look into, so I have like little tabs here pulled up so that I can see. That doesn't help me. Yeah, there we go. Let's look up the tour. Post Idol. They did. Oh, some of them got signed to things. Okay. Holy shit. Anyway, okay. So, American Idol Season 5 live. Looking it up. Idols Tour 2006. Yep, that's it. Because it didn't do, Kellogg's Pop-Tarts brand. Yeah, I remember this photo. American Idol is live. So I was like, what does this have to do with Pop-Tarts? Catherine McPhee missed, actually, she's the one, right. But I don't think we might have seen her then, actually. I don't know. She missed the first 17 shows of tour due to severe bronchitis and laryngitis. So I don't know if we saw her. And then she tripped backstage. Jesus Christ. And a couple of them were absent from other things. But, I guess Catherine McPhee. Oh, it was top 10 instead of top 12. Okay. Right, because that little tiny kid was not there. But all these people were. Show overview, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she had to be absent for some of them. Yeah, they'd sing like one song, and then they'd come back and do another one. And what I very specifically, they did a couple of songs. They did songs together. Did they do Saving Me by Nickelback? Daughtry and Elliot Yamin did Saving Me by Nickelback. And then later Daughtry ended up touring with Nickelback, which I have been to. I want this, but like, let's see. Open a new tab. I want this, but like clear. Why did they make him sit like this? Okay, I just know that it's not the last two people, which is good to know. Which I think is, where is it? I think it's not this guy and not this girl. I think it's everyone else. So I can work with that. 10. Okay, let's plot out their heads, right? Yeah, this is really off center, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So let's start out, shall we? I'm like for real gonna butcher this. I know that, but that's okay. That's not what the show's for. The show's for fun. Boop, boop, boop. Let's start off with this girl whose name I can't remember for the freaking life of me. I remember the one specific thing that I really, really, really genuinely remember from this experience was that I remember Daughtry coming on stage and then turning to my mom and being like, why doesn't he sound like he's supposed to? And she was like, shh, like, enjoy the show. Like, we paid money to be here, like, whatever. And I was like, yeah, but he sounds bad. And, like, I don't remember if that's true or not, but of course, like, you're gonna sound different than you do on recording, like, live. And I know that, like, now, of course. But when I was a kid, I was like, damn it, I was really expecting Daughtry to sound the way that he did, like, on the recording. Or I guess on TV, because they were always live, because American Idol is inherently, in and of itself, a live show. But I guess I just didn't really, like, think about that. When I was, 2000, I would have been 9. So, like, whatever, right? This is also a fun show because I can't get too close to the, to what I'm drawing, because I have to make sure that you can hear me through the mic. Because otherwise my, like, face would be buried in this right now. But it cannot be. Just got an eyebrow there. And because I don't want to bleed through to the other side, we are going to be doing this. And it was a black and white shirt with pink tie-dye. So we're going to be doing a little bit of pink because I don't think that's going to bleed through from last week's drawing. This girl has good eyebrows. I don't know what her name is. I'll look it up in a second. I don't want her to be mad. Hold on. Let's not have this girl be mad. Her brows are not that front heavy. I wish the monitor was a little closer so I could kind of zoom you guys in if I wanted to, but it's all the way over there. As an artist, sometimes I'll look at something I just drew and be like, how did you see that? And how did that come out of your hands like that? Because that's not exactly what you're seeing in front of your eyes. So where the frick did you get that from? Okay, it's one eye. She's pretty dark eyes. With some eyelashes, but she's got hair in front of it. So her hair is going to be like here. I don't know how big her hair is because it cuts off on the picture, so uncertain. Surprised they let her have this little curl in front of her eye, actually. I feel like they would change that so that it wouldn't get in front of her face. But it's over now, so that's okay. So it's her. You got like pretty decent and like nice cheekbones. This girl, whatever her name is. What the hell is her name? Hold on. Lisa Tucker. I think that's the only one I don't recognize the name. So that's probably who she is. And cheekbone, lip. Normally I would just go for this like in pen, but because specifically we're drawing small and also we're drawing some men, I don't want to screw this up because I am really awful at drawing men. Did I go to art school for however many years? Yes. That's not part of the question. I don't know. There's something about the features that I just can't get right. And I mainly draw portraiture if I'm going to do it like just for fun by myself. Most of my sketchbooks are like that. She's got nice like full lips. That is fucked up. I want her lips to be a little bit longer than that. Nope, worse. Okay, hold on. Let's start over. And we're going to go over this. For some godforsaken reason, I don't know where my like regular pen is, unfortunately, because I would just use that, but I don't know where it is. So I think I might have taken it out and then thought that it was like another pen like from my bedroom and then just like put it down, but that's fine. That's close enough for now. Because we're going to go over this in pen, and she's got some, because I don't want to spend too much time on each person, because we definitely have a lot to go. Does that look exactly like her? No. Do I really actually care that much? Also no. And I don't know where her hair ends, so we're just going to give her like a general kind of bun kind of look. Okay. Chris Daughtry's bald, so that's where we're gonna go next, because he's right underneath it. But I remember being like, damn it, why doesn't he sound like he's supposed to? Damn, he really be out here being bald. Okay, so that's the top of his head. That's the midsection where his eyes would be. He's got a pointy chin, kinda. Today's lesson in portraiture. He's got a jawline though. That's something. Okay. And then his ears should go here. They're kind of like put out a little bit. This here you can kind of see. I wonder where they took all these photos and why they didn't just have them be like in the same setting. But stop that. We need the photo. Okay. So his nose is here. His mouth is here. Maybe his nose is up a little bit higher. And his eyes are going to be about here. I have a feeling that his head isn't shaped correctly. I think that he's a little bit more angular on the head. I think his face is a little longer than I'm drawing. Maybe could go back and correct that, but I kind of don't feel like it. It's going to be all of this. It's going to be me being like, we could do that, but I don't have to. He's got a pretty strong nose. I also don't have an eraser, so I just have to always use like the back of my pencil, which is like inherently fine, but also if you could just get an eraser, that'd be phenom, but I don't plan on it. Okay, so that's his like strong ass nose, and his eyes are really close to his eyebrows, I've noticed, but he has very like straight, normal eyes. I don't want that dot right there. He has like a little bit of a hood to his eyes, whereas like you can't see it on hers. But you can see his eyelid, and also like a little bit underneath. So we're gonna give him just very normal looking eyes, and maybe it's a little bit too big. I think that's a little bit too wide for how big his iris is supposed to be, because I don't think that it takes up quite that much of his eye. And then this one is like kind of shrouded in darkness, so it's harder for me to see where it goes. I think that his eyes are a little bit smaller than I'm drawing them, but again, that's okay for now, because also we're gonna go over this in ink and I'll completely ruin it. So a little bit of a hood on his eye, a little bit of eye bags, but we don't want to make that too heavy because then he's gonna look like he's 7,000. And he's also smiling with his teeth. Awful. Why did you decide to do that? That makes my life so much more difficult. Whee! Okay. Yeah, this doesn't look like him literally at all. That's great. It's his head shape, man. I kind of want to scrap this. Okay. It's really his head shape being out here. What time is it? Okay. We got like an hour and a half. So, okay. He's got like a head up here, and then the part that comes down. So it's like this. It's also, again, I'm just drawing so small. I think that's how big his head should be. Goes in a little bit at the sides. He's got like a fairly pointy chin, and then we're going to set up where his eyes should be, where his nose should be, and where his mouth should be. But unfortunately, because his chin is so fucking pointy, my mind goes to put the mouth there, but like it should be a little bit higher up probably. So his ears sit in that little crevice right there. They kind of point out just a little bit. It just looks weird here, but whatever. Some people's like inner ear kind of points out like a little bit more than the rest of it does. Mine does not. I know because I've drawn myself too many damn times. His head is like exceptionally round. Drawing bald people is really difficult because you really have to get it right, because if you don't, it looks fucked. Like, okay, so his eyes should be halfway in his ear. So his eyes should be like here, but they're pretty small. And then his nose, I guess, it's pretty long, but like at the same time, like we also have to make sure that you can fit a mouth in there. So We're going to put his nose, like the base of it starting here, and then his mouth should be about here. So let's go in and do eyebrows again. What's about the shape? I'm going to be honest. He's a very attractive man. When I was like watching this originally, I remember being like, oh, he's cute. And like the whole, I think that's, you know what? Chris Daughtry made me punk. That's the answer right there. No, I think it's a little too small. But his iris should be here. That's a little better than we were getting before. Because his eyes can't be that big. Because he really doesn't have huge eyes. And that's a big thing with men too. Like if you make their eyes look way too big, you just fucked up their entire face. With women, it's like a little different, I think. Because like they wear like makeup and shit. Okay, so that looks a lot better. I'm happier with that. So far. And then his nose should be like here, and then it kind of like dips up over here and has like this little side thing, but it's very like, he actually has a very pointy nose from the front specifically, but that's a little bit too far up. Hold on, it's be about here, and go like this, and I don't want that line there. I know this is like hella small for what you guys can see too, but here is this pointy little hook nose, and then the other side, and then he's got like a really big great smile. Cheese. And he's got some teeth, and his lip. He's got a big bottom lip. God damn. Got a big mouth, actually, now that I think about it. It is so bald. Okay. And this, and we need to give him a top lip, because if we don't do that, he's gonna look crazy. And then he's got like, lines on the face always get fucked up too, because they just look like you're drawing like big ass wrinkles on people. So he's got like stubble here. There's something about, I think that's good for now, because when we go over it, it'll be a little different. Fuck you with the cowboy hat. Ugh, goddamn. Okay. We don't get to draw her, unfortunately, because she's almost exactly what I would generally draw. We're going to put Y. Okay, I am left-handed. I start on this side of the page every single time that I do a drawing, and I know I shouldn't, and yet I do it every damn time. Okay, so got a little indent here where his eye is, because the thing is, I'm going to end up smudging that. And he's got a big-ass chin. Holy fuck. And, oh, he's got hella earrings. I never knew. I love looking at people and them being like, wow, look at you. Earring here, earring there, earring there. And this cowboy hat is going to absolutely be the death of me. Okay. Because I don't know how it ends, because it cuts off on the picture. But that means I don't have to draw the top of his head, and I hate drawing the tops of heads. But it should come about here, maybe. There's like a band here. And then it wraps back around. He's got this like beautiful little like, you know, gold locks over here. It's a small cowboy hat. Don't make it feel insecure. Okay, let's erase some of this bullshit. It's not a family-friendly program, kids. This should dip down a little bit further towards his eye line, because it does. And he's got these beautiful little blue eyes right there. So let's mark where his nose is. Let's mark where he's got this little like chin. Okay, so he's got this. I would normally start with the eyebrows, but you can't see much of them behind the cowboy hat. So he's got this one eye here. And this nose that comes down. It's pretty straight, pretty normal. Actually, it's kind of buttony. It's not as hooky. This goes down to here. And then that's that. That's the T on that. Cis. And then it's got this eye here. Why did I decide to do this many portraits? We will never know. And he's looking over here. This eye's fucked up. Let's correct that. And he's also looking in this direction. Alright. That's good enough for what I care. Because we don't want these to be like super accurate. I kind of want them to just be like a little bit more caricature-y than I'm used to doing. That's enough for now. We go over it later. Okay. I'm happy enough with that. He's got this like stubble. Okay. That's not where his neck goes. Hold on, let me erase that. That's Bucky Covington. This is Ace something or other. He sang the song Father Figure. I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine. Do I want to put him there? Who do I want to do next? I kind of want to put... He's not in it. I'm going to mark off which ones I've done. This would be a whole of a hell lot easier. Hell of a which one comes first? Hell of a whole lot easier? Whole of a hell lot easier? I don't know. Respond in the comments. Okay, let's put this here. And so we know that we've drawn her. We've drawn him. We've drawn him. She's not in it. Neither is he. Neat. All right, save that. And we will zoom in again. Don't do that. Okay. Got a lot of them drawn. I really want to draw Mandisa. She looks cool as fuck. I remember her being so super talented. And she'll fit nice here because... Yep. Okay. So she got the top of her head, obviously. It goes down to the bottom of her head. Good. Anatomy. Okay. And who's to say that their heads will all be the same size? Not me. I didn't sign up for that. Okay. She's got very straight hair. And her part is here. Comes down on the side of her face. She's got like a shirt, you know, as people do. As people tend to be clothed. She's looking off. She's smiling. I didn't really mean to make her look at Bucky, but I guess that's what she's going to be doing tonight, is to be looking at Bucky. Okay. She's got this straight swoop of hair. Her eye goes here. Her other eye goes here. Her nose is here. And her mouth is here. This always is the freaky part because it looks fucking crazy. But it's not going to be, I swear. Promise. She's got really nice eyebrows. So we're going to fill those in for her. I say as I make it look absolutely terrifying. She does have really nice eyebrows, actually, though. Okay. So we're going to put her little nose in there. She's all smiling happy. I should make her nose just a little bit wider. Because it is. And then she's got really... She's laughing, so her eyes are a little bit smaller than I think they would be if she wasn't laughing. She's looking over in this direction. Hee hee. Fuck that. I'm sorry I made that noise. Cool. That's good. And then she has like eyelashes. We'll fill those in later. And then she, guess what? Oh, she's also smiling with her fucking mouth. Great. That is good. She's got not really much of a Cupid's bow. And she's wearing lipstick. I'm satisfied with that for now. And she's got a hoop earring, I believe. We're going to give her one anyway. Taylor Hicks. Yep. I can't draw two in it close to like each other like that. I gotta get someone with some hair. I remember her. What the fuck was her name? Maybe that's not Lisa Turner. Paris Bennett? Maybe this is Paris and the other one's Lisa Turner. I have no idea. I do not remember. Okay, so who have I not drawn? How many do I have left to do? It's almost half. Oy. Okay. Maybe we put Catherine McPhee here. Maybe we put Catherine McPhee there. Yeah. She's turned around. Okay. So then we got her little face here. really fucked myself by doing this. This is a real challenge. I don't draw this many faces in a row, nor do I draw this varied in faces all in a row, nor do I draw... Stop talking there. Nor do I draw ever anymore. I will be your father figure, put your tiny hand in mine. I don't know where the frick her hair ends, but we're gonna give her like a nice little swoop, and then like obviously in the back over here, she's got really pretty hair, always has. It's like short now, I think. And okay, I know that also again looks crazy. It's not gonna, I swear. She does have a very particular face shape though, actually. Okay, she's got an eye here, an eye there, a nose here, a mouth here-ish. Okay, so eyebrow. Very other eyebrow. Very skinny eyebrows, actually. Oh, I'm seeing it. And her nose. Got a very cute nose. Okay. And she's got like her cheekbone smile over here. We'll give her her mouth. I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine. And her eyes look crazy right now, but I swear they won't in like 2 seconds. And and they're gonna be a little darker. That's like good enough. We can't expect all of these to be incredibly historically accurate, as I have many of them to do. So that's enough. It smells like whack on camera. Okay, we're gonna do Taylor Hicks right above her. I'm gonna run out of space, aren't I? He doesn't need a lot of space. He doesn't really doesn't have like a hair or anything. Well, he does, but like it's close to him. So he's got this big ass mouth, or face shape in general. I can't believe he won. He's good, but not Catherine McPhee good. No one's Catherine McPhee good. Got eye here, nose that ends here, big ass mouth. I forget that like talking for 2 hours really strains you. Really strains your freaking throat, man. Alright, he's got big eyebrows. Holy fuck. Look at those monsters. Am I on camera? Yes, okay. Big, huge, big ass eyebrows. Damn, he got some big eyebrows. What are you packing? Eyebrows. Okay. And some funny... Remember him being like, I've been gray since I was whatever years old. And we were like, whoa, you have a life struggle. Okay. And I can also put some down here in case I run out of room. The straight-on portraits of the men are really fucking murdering me. He's got a pretty big nose. That's not what his nose looks like. More circular. And then, yeah, that's more accurate. Got kind of tiny eyes. With his little eyes right there. Because remember he, like, said that he looks older than he actually is because of the gray. And I was like, believable. I'm 9. He's got a really big ass mouth. I wonder where he's at. Got like another chin down here. Not too bad. Okay, wait. I want to check what Taylor Hicks is up to. Taylor Hicks. What? No fucking way. Yo, he looks good. Damn. What? Did you all see the photo from before? Damn, he looked good. Good for him. Damn, he looked good. Anyway. What is this? Anyway. Damn, he looked good. Taylor, what happened? See, he looked like this when he won American Idol. Which is, like, fine. But damn, look at him. Wait, where'd that picture go? Are you kidding me? He looks like a star on Grey's Anatomy. Anyway, damn, he looked good. I wonder how many hits he's got on Spotify, though. Not hits, but, like, plays or listeners on a consistent basis. I know he's one album. I might go home and listen after this. 35,000. Okay, all right. This was the album that I knew. Oh, baby. I know all the damn words to that. I can't play any more than that because otherwise we're going to get copywritten. Okay, so that's Taylor Hicks. And then we did them. We did Mandisa. Did her. Do we want to bounce on her? Yeah, let's do this gal whose name escapes me at the moment. She's got not a funny face shape. No one has a funny face shape. I'll take that back. But she's got a particular face shape. Got very, very, very decent cheekbones, very strong jaw or chin. Another cheekbone on the other side. She's got a lot of hair, which we're just gonna like block out for now, but we will draw the curls in later. So for the ones like on her face, she's got like big ringlets. Good for her. Split the face. If anyone doesn't know, in case you guys aren't artists, what I do every time that I'm I love this. Hold on, I was watching PunKrap on here, and we got some people saying hi. Hello. Oh, there we are now. But basically, what if you don't know what I'm doing? What I'm doing is the human face is broken into portions. So I draw a halfway line down the middle of the face, and then a halfway line down the other middle of the face, horizontally and vertically. And so the eyes are at the halfway point of the face. For most normal faces, the eyes are at the halfway part. The nose is halfway between that and the chin, and then the mouth is halfway between that and the chin. So when I do that, I give them somewhere close to where the eye is going to be, a ball for the nose, and then like an approximation for where the mouth is going to be. So let's say like her eyebrows are going to be above that. They're pretty smiley eyebrows. And then her nose is going to be like, basically your nose is like 3 tiny little balls. It's like one here and then one off to the side, one off to the other side. And this is way too far up on her face. I'm going to have to make her face a little bit longer because her mouth is pretty big. That's what was always my fault as a kid, was that I never accounted for how big mouths are. And we're gonna give her like a shine coming down the nose a little bit. That makes it look really crooked, but it's not. Her nose is impeccably straight. And eyeball, lashes, another eyeball. That is not as high up as I want it to be. Eyeball. And mouth. Got a really large smile. That nose is not how I want it to be. The like line coming down it, I don't want. She's got a very sweet nose, but this is not showing that. I'm gonna leave that for now because I want it to just kind of be like that. Like makes like this hook. That's better. Okay. That's her. A little bit of hair over here because her face isn't that big. And then oh God, why with the hats? Jesus, we only have 3 left to go. It's not bad. I thought this would take a lot longer. He's sitting in this position, so we're going to put him here. Elliot Yamin. I think that's who that is. So I start off, I'll explain. Start off by doing the face shape, specifically for like 3/4 view. Chin, jawline, ear. As best as I can, with the most accuracy I can. And then while we're here, because we have it, let's just make, well actually, okay, so we're going to map out, this is where the halfway point is on this view, and this is where the halfway point is. Also, the eyes go to the top of the ears, normally, except for Chris Daughtry, who's our exception. And so again, eye, nose, mouth, and again, that looks creepy as fuck for now. And then the hat is going to sit on the back of his head, which leads about here. So it's going to be here. I think, what is this, like a little peddler's cap? And it's going to go across, brim, like that. And then it's going to have that little brim on the front section. But what I didn't account for is that it does bend just a touch like this instead, because it is a hat. And it has another one here. Okay, that's enough. He shouldn't have been wearing this in the first place. Let's get that straight. So, eyebrow. Other eyebrow that's kind of hidden by the hat. Hairline. Strong ass sideburns. Normally when I'm doing faces, if it's in the 3/4 view, I will do the nose first so that I have a good place to put the eye over here. 3/4 is really helping me out tonight. Okay. So then the eye comes over here, and he's looking at us, so his iris is over here. And then on this eye, he's got pretty small eyes, in general. That's not bad. And then a very tight, closed smile, which is great for me because I don't want to draw teeth. And a beard, or goatee, I guess. A little bit of lip ish. That's good. That's Elliot. And then we got Kelly and the other one. Ace, I think. Champ. I don't know. I think it's Ace. So we're going to put Kelly here. And then the other one here. Okay, so Kelly's got a lot of hair, which is great for me for right now. So she's like not exactly 3/4 length. She's more just like tilted a little bit. I mean 3/4 view. Got that jawline here, and she has this massive sweep of hair. So okay, this is where her nose would be. This is where her eyes would be, but she's got this big ass sweep of hair. This is where her one eye would be. Well, no, I'll look a little bit higher. Hold on, because it should be here-ish. Eye, other eye that gets. Oh fuck! Wait, that looks fucked up. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay, let's not make this look fucked up. Let's make this look not fucked up, ladies. Okay. Okay, ladies. So here, and then a cheekbone, and then in, and then back out. So then her eyes would be here. Her nose is here. And that's her chin. And so it's eye, other eye, nose, mouth, and then this big ass sweep of hair over one of the eyes, which is, again, baller for me. Like chunky blonde hair over here. And this, we're just in the sketch phase, boys. Know that. Okay. And then, so her one eye is covered, basically. We're just going to do the whole thing because I don't care. And then her other eye, pretty sultry eyes. I keep wanting to sing. I like sing all the time if I'm working. I keep wanting to like start to sing, and then I realize that that's a bad idea. So I don't want to do that, but. And we got the nose here. Her eyes look a little filled in right now. I don't want that in the end result. And her mouth is closed. God bless her. she's got little lips. Nice. Not that big of a jawline. Kelly, killing it. All right, and the last one is this guy, whose hair looks like my hair. Last one. Okay. Strong chin. Yeah, I guess this one is really going to be more about the drawing aspect than anything else. Fucking middle part. Good for you. Not many people can rock that. General basic shape of his hair. It's like about this. And then he's got, okay, so eye, nose, mouth. He's beautiful, to be honest with you. Kelly Pickler's also beautiful. Okay, so eyebrow, other eyebrow, strand of hair. I think funny enough, so when I was a kid, I was always like, I don't understand why people are obsessed with celebrities. Like, why people were like, oh my god, like Troy Bolton, blah blah blah, like Zac Efron. But like, I was like, I don't really get it, to be honest with you. I think because I was just like, I don't understand why, like, because theoretically, then you're either in love with the character or you're like in love with like the talent of that actor, and I just never found like acting like all that attractive, I guess. And not to say that actors aren't attractive. It's just like, when I was a kid, I was like, I don't really get why you're so obsessed with this one person in particular, right? And then I got older, and I became obsessed with musicians. And now, looking back, I'm thinking, oh, maybe American Idol is where that started, actually, because I had, like, access to it. So that's all the people. Holy shit, my back hurts. Okay. So, what we're going to do now, what I'm going to do now, is trace them in a very fine liner. I'm going to erase the background. And then we're going to very lightly shade them in. So let me go back. Jeez, okay. Because this is so fine, I have to get very close to it. So that's why I'm not going to talk for a little bit. In case anyone was wondering, this is a 0.01 micron pen, which just means that it is very thin and very fine and able to get very precise details. I was like, I hope my head's not in the way. I made her lips a little bit too big, but that's alright. She had this like olive green little coat on I really liked back in the day. I will draw her curls in a little bit. So I'm debating I might just keep them kind of like this. I had debated coloring them in, but it was black and white on the thing. So I might just color them in with pencil afterwards. We'll see. But she had like this jacket. So let's just, she's looking over her shoulder. You know. Okay, that's one. I think there's something missing that I didn't put on that, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, a little line right there. Okay. This is always the nerve-wracking part because you really could fuck it up. We got Miss Kelly. She's got her hairline right here. And hair's a little bit more choppy down here. We'll leave that to Taylor Hicks below her. Let's move on to this other guy whose name again escapes me. It isn't bleeding. That's a good thing. This man got no upper lip. Looks pretty good, actually. I'm quite satisfied with that. I say as I almost entirely fuck up his entire face shape. Okay. With his little curly cues. Look at him go. Alright. And this page is pretty warped, actually, because on the back, I really went to town on the freaking pen. So that's great. His neck. Okay, let's go to Elliot. So I'm projected, based on doing some a little bit of research on like my shows for the rest of the year. I'm projected to be done with basically essentially all the concerts I actually kind of don't remember from like being a kid by the time that the 2020 is over, which is cool if I like don't have any like a lot of guests on, or if I like separate this out better, because I honestly, as much as I love doing these, it's really hard. First of all, there are concerts I really want to cover and do actual like really good comprehensive drawings of that I can like really remember, because I really can't remember too much from concerts like this. I can just remember like what little, like child memories I have of them. But I am projected to hit the end of those, like 2014, by the end of 2019, which is great because then I can start to do like, again, the ones that I actually remember. Excited about that. and also barely has lips. But he's got stubble. And this, like, little goatee. Okay. And then, let's do the cowboy. Cowboy. Country boy, I love you. Wow. To any boomer watching, I'm sorry. It's a vine. Okay. Man's got hella earrings. He's got a little bit of hair there. I feel like I just fucked up his nose. I'm also exhausted, y'all. I want to sing Phoebe Bridgers right now, but I know that I cannot do that. I completely moved where his eyes were so that they were a little too low on the sketch. Should I have just resketched them? Yes. Did I do that? No. Little mustache. Lips. What is it with these white men and not having a top lip? Nah. And he's got stubble as well, or like a little beard. Okay. What Mandisa? For anyone who isn't an artist, that is the most, honestly, like, annoying thing about doing a sketch, is that you just gotta draw the whole damn thing over again when you actually do the drawing. Because this is just a sketch. Okay. It's like everything I just did, I just have to fucking go over it again. Which is great because you get a second chance. But also, oh, that was better than I expected. Got darker eyes as well. Okay. Earring, face shape. That's our gal. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Me back. We're going though. It's happening. That's something. One second. Okay, it's 10. Not bad. We making progress, bitches. Okay. Catherine McPhee. Actually, no. I should probably do this gal down here. Oh my god, I can't wait to go home and read. That's it. That was the end of the comment. I always feel like I can't, like, talk about life stuff on here, I guess, because I'm like, this is for music. Like, no one cares about me, right? But that's not true. You wouldn't be watching this if you didn't care about me, at least a little bit, I think. Because how would you find this, I guess, basically is my question. She's got a little bit of nice little eyeliner there. Okay, enter eyebrow. And I have an itch in my eye. And her other eyebrow. And the other eye, which everyone always gets in a tizzy about, but I don't think is that hard if you practice enough. I draw portraiture all the time. It's mainly what I do in my own sketchbook. So after a while, you'll notice, by the way, we are not drawing any teeth. No, we're not drawing any teeth. Why, you might ask? Because teeth are very hard. And honestly, it looks fine without them. So we're just gonna do that. Okay. My eye just started itching like crazy. For a hot sec, I thought I didn't put my sketchbook like on, and it was just like me this whole time. And I was like, no. Okay. That's good. And then her little curl right there. She's got a bunch more of them. And we'll go back in with the pen later. These look a little bit more caricature-y to me, which is really what I wanted. So that's awesome. Okay. We're going to move on to our man Taylor. I'm really pushing off Chris Daughtry because he is freaking me out. I'm going to fuck up his lines really bad. Okay. This man and his fucking Mount Rushmore sized ass eyebrows. Ow, my eye really hurts. Okay. I just had something in it. Like contacts since 6 a.m. Whee! Okay. This looks pretty accurate, I think. He's got his little eyes. I think I'm making him look more like he does now. But that's okay. He's got this fun, jovial expression on his face. He does have a top lip. And his salt and pepper hair. Look at him and his salt and pepper hair. I should do just one entire show entirely in a Long Island mom accent. Next time when I do a show, you don't even put it past me. I'm going to bring my daughter. We're going to do a show together. It'll be wonderful. Looks pretty good. Okay. He has a bigger face than that, but like, Okay. Catherine McPhee. That actually, I'm pretty proud of that one, to be honest. These look like caricatures. I'm happier than I was at the start of this. I was a little nervous. To be honest. She's got her beautiful abundance of hair. Ah, so what's new with me? What's new with you? Oh, I just took the kids to the park the other day. Ugh, they loved it. Make sure that they sanitize their hands, though. You don't want them to catch that coronavirus. Genuinely, the only thing that my mind wants to do every time I open up my mouth is to sing Phoebe Bridgers. But I know I can't do that. Okay. We only have one more left. Kids. I'm not entirely happy with that, but you live and you learn. I think her face shape's a little fucked up, but that's alright. We're all fucked up. Okay. And her hair doesn't end there. And the fucking behemoth, Mr. Baldman himself. Mr. I have ears and nothing else. Christopher Daughtry. I don't know if his full name is Christopher. Don't quote me on that. Don't bet your medical license on that. Those are eyebrows. Do they look like his? Mm. Oh, alright. Whatever. His nose is fucked up. Yeah, okay, I fucked it up. Whatever. Ugh. Chris, I'm sorry. You're like the one I love most out of this group, and I really done fucked you up. You got like stubble. God, that's just not what he looks like. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. That's fine, okay? Alright. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, to be completely fair. We're gonna go, Jesus, okay. This is also fun because it puts a time limit on how much I can spend on this. Like, I'm not sitting here. No one else is sitting here for more than 2 hours. Tell you what. Now that I think about it, I think the only two colors on this entire shirt might have been the blue of the American Idol and the pink of the tie-dye. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. American Idol. That wasn't the right key. Yaga boys. Okay. And are we gonna absolutely fucking wreck it on this circle? Yo. That's not bad. I got another one. Alright, okay. Hey, I'm actually pretty proud of that, to be fucking honest with you. That looks pretty damn good. Alright, boys, let's ball out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is now, I am going to go in and shade, like, the rest of this. So I'm gonna erase, like, some of this stuff on some people. And then I'm going to go in and shade. Because I could do just line work, but that's going to take forever. And honestly, I want to get out of here at the right time. So, let's see. Miss, a name I don't remember. I'm pretty sure this is Paris. But, and then we could do black parts in marker. Let me get like a thick one. Just the graphic one. And that's not going through? No. Okay. Yeah, we can do black parts in the graphic marker. Brush should probably be faster actually because it's thicker. Maybe. Do I have a brush pen in here? Yeah, I do. Love to see it. Make sure that doesn't go through. I don't even know where that is in the paper, so. Ugh, I'm doing her dirty with this hair. Her hair is much better looking than this. Yeah, that's much faster. And I would just do it in Sharpie, but Sharpie bleeds. And we don't want that. No. Her hair's got like these fun like things up in there. Okay, so that's black. What else is black? Chris Daughtry's shirt. His thick neck. Okay. Yeah. Can't see that fucking part of him because it's covered by shadow. When I walk these streets, people I meet, I meet every day, oh yeah. Still I'm standing in town. I've seen a million faces, and I rock them all. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride, which I didn't understand was a motorcycle until much later in life. I'm wanted, dead or alive. And this black cowboy hat. I think this is going to look good. Hope this is going to look good. One day I'd love to do like a watercolor painting in this. Because it's like really good quality sketchbook paper. I just like sometimes you don't have the time. And sometimes it's just not right. Like again, with these earlier ones, I don't think that they're going to be like as like, super comprehensive as they could be. Or like I have a lot of plans for like the most recent ones where I just like take photos that I've taken at them and like literally just draw them in like an artistic way. And then I have ones where I want to like recreate things or whatever. Hold on, what's next? Who has... Mandisa has black hair. Mostly. We'll leave her a strand or two for coloring. But I have plans. And I want to be able to use like different mediums, like paint and stuff. I think that would be super cool. Oh, the girl above her has black hair too. Cool. That's that. Her eyes are colored in too, and this girl has darker hair as well. Why I put them directly above each other is a great question. That's not too bad, actually. It could be worse. If they were directly next to each other, that would be a little bit harder to accomplish. I know these girls have more texture to their hair, but I honestly don't have that much bandwidth to do all of that right now. I'm going to color everyone's hair one color, to be honest. And her hair's more beautiful and curly and stuff than that, but longer too. Does this guy have... Taylor Hicks has a black shirt on. Excuse me, we have a call on 91. Taylor Hicks has a black shirt on. That's how that sounded to me. And then this guy... no. Mid-tone. She doesn't have anything that's black either. Maybe like some eyeliner. That's good. He also doesn't have anything black. Shirt is black, but then that would blend in with the shit underneath it. But his hair is like pretty dark brown. So is Catherine McPhee's. I might just give her a couple of... and then we'll fill in the rest. Okay. His hair is also like that salt and pepper feel, so we're gonna give some of that. Okay. Now that we've done that, I think we're going to take a break from the people because I don't want to fuck up the drying ink yet. So we're going to head to the American Idol logo. And we have our colored pencils because colored pencils don't bleed. And this is an incredibly limited set, so no one judge me. I have my big ass set at home. Whee! Okay. It has like exactly the color, except for pink. Great. That's why we mix. Okay. We're gonna do like a kind of sketchier version. So I don't really feel like pressing because I also don't have a pencil sharpener. I know this has like a little like blue outline. What were the songs? Kevin and McPhee did Think. You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah, think. Struggle, let yourself be free. Let's go back, let's go way back when. I can't. I ain't no psychiatrist, babe, no doctor with degree. I did a song. I danced to that song for sports night in high school. But it don't take too much IQ to see what you do to me. Yeah, think. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Yeah, they did the covers of their songs. I also didn't know that the song that they get at the end, back in this season, they actually separated it and people got their own. So, like, Catherine McPhee got her own, and Taylor Hicks got his own. But the one for Bo Bice and Carrie Underwood was the same song. And I was like, that's so unfortunate that the person who originally sings this song barely gets any credit because I haven't heard that version ever. And then I realized, when I was told later, that they write this specifically for them so that it's like their song, their first hit or whatever. But I was like, oh, crazy, never mind, okay. Because the song Inside Your Heaven was the one that Carrie Underwood had. I was like, that's unfortunate. I've literally never heard the original version. And my mom was like, that is the original version. And I was like, oh, oopsie. I'm fucking up the color here, but it's fine. Try to make it look as seamless as possible. It's fun. Yeah, I really should have planned and brought a fucking pink colored pencil. I didn't even think about the fact that this set wouldn't have pink. I think I'm gonna be so pumped when I finally have like my big book of this when I'm done. Because even just having like the 3 is like, that's neat, you know? Something to show. And something I've been thinking about doing for a really long time. And I think that having like that big book is gonna be super cool to be able to like just to look back on. That's that on that. Okay, we're gonna go back because my hand hurts to the faces. And what we're gonna do 2 at a time. So this lady and Chris Daughtry, She's got on some kind of lip gloss, and she is darker than the page, so we're gonna make her darker than the page. And then shade from there. We're not gonna do anything like super intense because I don't really have any like blenders, or again the bandwidth. But we're gonna give her a nice wash to begin with, and then I will go in and shade past that, because when you draw people who are darker than the page, which is basically anyone, you like to start with, like I like to start with, a nice base tone, so that the paper theoretically would be the base tone if you were drawing like an extremely pale person. But when people are literally anything but the page tone, I like to start with a general like wash, so that you can go in, and it's actually almost better when people aren't so entirely white, because then you can do this and take highlights out, which is great. You can put a little bit of darkers in. She's got a little bit of highlight on her nose, and on her lip. It would be better if I had a better eraser, but that's fine. That's her. And then Chris has a little bit of shading specifically because of the fact that he is bald, but there's always like, you know, like you can see the difference between somebody's like the top of their head versus like their forehead if they're bald. So we just did that. And then we're going to shade in towards his eyes because they're a little darker, and we're not going to do that shadow thing that it has here, but we are going to shade on one side of his nose, and we're going to shade basically where he would have shadows in general underneath his chin. We're going to pretend the light's coming from over here, or actually I guess from over here. Yes, yeah, over here. So his ear, this ear would be a little darker. That's him. Let's move on to Catherine, who should be dry at this point. Maybe not fully. Oh well. Okay, so she's got a little bit of darkness here, and she has that cheekbone, and her eyes are pretty dark, but not black or like really dark brown, so we're going to do that with the pencil instead. I'm going to do, some darkness here, some darkness underneath where her hair is. We're also going to give her hair a wash because she has brown hair. Chris Daughtry is bald, and the girl that we did before had black hair, so we filled that in fully. But she has a dark brown hair, so we're going to do that now. This is so funny. I wonder if you told me, like, when I was 9 that I'd be doing this, and I'm 22. Hilarious. Drawing, like, people from a concert I saw however long ago. Hope that's not coming through on the other side. No, alright. Not the pencil, but, like, the indents, basically. Because it could rub off onto the page below it, and I don't want that to happen. Okay. Now that her hair is done, I use my finger just to smooth out the lines because graphite is like super movable. She's got some some darks here by her hairline, and then also underneath her jawline. And she's also wearing like a little bit of lipstick that's darker than like white lips. Actually, Chris Daughtry should probably have like a little wash on his lips as well because no one's lips are that color. I'm satisfied with her coloring here. A little bit darker maybe around here because she has eyeshadow on. That's good. Satisfied with that. Let's move on to Mandisa. Who I would like to be a little bit more angular than she currently is. Let's give her a wash first. And actually, let's give her a fucking neck, shall we? Because she should have her shirt right here. And her neck ends here. So let's color that in with hair, maybe? Do that. Okay. Her shirt is a little darker than the white page, so that's colored in. And then let's give her a wash over her skin. And then we'll blend that out. I wish I brought a Q-tip, but I will remember that for future reference. I should just have them with me, because Q-tips are great for blending it out. Your fingers are great too, except your fingers are big and chunky, and it's harder to get as precise. A tortillon, a paper blending stick, actually would be the most best for this, But what I just did instead was I just did it over the whole thing, and then I will highlight out her eyes and her teeth and her mouth. And then we'll go back in and we'll darken up some of the areas that I want to be darker. She's got nice highlights on her cheeks, so we'll take those out. Same thing over here. Same thing on her nose. That looks a little whack right now, but don't worry. A little bit of highlight underneath where her hair is. Highlight in the hair. That's fun too. You can draw back over this because it's reflective. A little bit of highlight underneath, darkness underneath her chin. Darker lips because she has lipstick on, but leaving room for the highlight. And then she has really high cheekbones, so we're going to highlight those as well. Darken. And I want to blend out specifically right here. The highlight that I gave her was like a little bit jank, but I want to darken the sides of her nose so that the highlight stands out a little bit more, and so that that right there doesn't look whack as fuck. Better. Okay. That's Mandisa. Let's move on to cowboy hat. Bucky, whatever his name was, I don't remember. Bucky Covington? My mind goes Bucky, Kentucky, but that's from the show. Let's erase out the lines we had. And, okay. So he's got a pretty red ear. He's got obviously darker hair than just his skin tone. So we'll give him like a lighter wash over his hair. And then he's got some darker underneath his chin like everyone else. His lips should be a little darker. His eyes are pretty blue, so we're going to leave those almost untouched. We're going to darken above his eyes. And then also underneath the cowboy hat. On the other side of his nose. And I think that's kind of basically where we are at. A little cheek. Cool. And then Elliot. Right now it's just like a fucking face. Erase that. General wash over the head. Hat. Cool. That's already colored in what I want it to be. I'm gonna darken his beard just a touch. He's pretty dark in this photo because he has a lot of shadow coming from the hat. His eyes are what I think is probably blue, but we're gonna darken them anyway because they're pretty dark in this photo. That is a good little set right there. And I am personally satisfied with that. A little bit dark there. I want to erase out that. Okay. Girl in the middle. This girl. I was almost kind of basically done. I just erased it. She's also a little darker. Not as dark as Mandisa is. But still darker than the page. And we're going to on her here too. Erase out her lips and her eyes. And we're going to darken underneath her cheekbones because she has them. And then darken her lips a little bit. Darken underneath her chin, as we do with everyone. It's kind of the same thing over and over again. Highlight on her nose, highlight on her cheeks. Cool. Highlight on her forehead. She's got a very, very light forehead. and also like a little bit of darkness underneath where her hair would be. Cool. Taylor Hicks. He's a little darker than the normal like skin, page color, so just give him a nice little wash, because he's very wrinkly. Not very, but like, you know what I mean. And then his hair is gray, so we're going to give him some funky little layers of color in there. We're going to highlight his forehead a little bit. There we go. Give him some under the chin darkness, as I do everyone. That's just like a light source thing. And then highlight some of his wrinkles on the side of his face. And darken up the space between his eyes and his eyebrows, because that is pretty dark on the photo. Cool. I'm happy with that. Moving on. The guy whose hair is pretty dark as well, but not black, so we're going to give him a wash over his hair. Blend that in. And then he's decently light. I'm going to get rid of the stuff that was there before. Again, a little bit of darker lips than you would if you didn't. A little bit stubble, actually, now I'm seeing it. Darker underneath the chin. Eyes. Okay, and then underneath where the hair would be. That's pretty good. A little bit of darkness here. Satisfied. And Kelly Pickler, whose hair is blonde, so we really don't need much. Her eye is pretty dark over there, and her lips, and then a little bit underneath the chin. And we'll just give her like a couple of like strands of hair, essentially, with this. She was pretty easy. Cheekbone. That's a lot. I think our last step, what time is it? Cool, awesome, right on track, is the freaking pink tie-dye. So let me get rid of the excess pencil marks, or whatever. Wow, that made it absolutely worse. Okay, see how the bottom of the eraser is like that? Okay. Good, we're just gonna scratch that off. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that. So I know this is red, and I know that this isn't gonna be like perfect, but my memory was that it was like kind of like this. I wish this was pink, but I don't have that right now. But that does a pretty good job. I'm gonna add in some pen as well. I know there's a lot of like black in here too, but I really don't feel like going back and coloring that, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I wish I had watercolors right about now. The American Idol theme song is playing in my head. It's back on. I don't watch that shit anymore, but I've heard it's back on. My parents watch it, I think. Katy Perry's on it. This is what this shirt looked like. I might actually go back when I'm home and just throw a little bit of pink watercolor over this This is literally exactly what the shirt looked like, actually. I'm really proud of these portraits, to be completely frank. I really thought this was gonna look like shit. I think they look pretty good. To be honest. Alright. So this was, what did I put up there? I put the name, the date, and where. So it was 7/15/06, a fake year. American Idol Live. At the Nassau Coliseum. What I'm doing is I'm using the white to make it look a little bit more pink. I wish I had like a pink highlighter. I should have planned this actually. The pink highlighter would have been flop. Do we have one? No. I was like, we might have one here at the studio. No, we do not. And my white is really wearing down. Makes an awful noise when you push down on it. Don't listen. No. Okay. I'm also going to have to put something over this to protect it from smudging because pencil does that. Let me look up tie-dye. Pink tie-dye. My contacts are killing me. Yeah. That's kind of what it looked like. Yeah, I might actually just go home and use the pink highlighter on this because I don't really want to kill this brush. Nor do I want to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go home and do that because I don't really want to fuck this up. But in general, yeah. That's, hold on, let me make sure I'm in the right place. That's this week's 2006 American Idol Live, Nassau Coliseum. My shitty but amazing shirt from outside of the theater, or outside of the place, bought by men who made t-shirts illegally. Portraits of who I believe, what the fuck is her name? I'm getting there. Taylor Hicks, Catherine McPhee, Elliot Yamin, Chris Daughtry, Kelly Pickler, Ace Young, Bucky Covington, Mandisa, Lisa Tucker, I think. Kevin's on this. Who the hell is that? She wasn't in the top. Did I pass her? Damn, I don't know. Hold on. Live. What the hell is her name? Why wouldn't she be on the list? Lisa Tucker. Paris Bennett, I believe. Paris Bennett. There we go. Ta-da. That's my portraits for the week. I'll give you a closer up look. I know this is janky. Hold on. Ta-da. Let me switch us back to the main view. Thank you guys so much for joining in with me today on this episode of PunKrap, etc. I had a great time drawing my past. We did, if you weren't here in the past weeks, the first show I was ever at was Hillary Duff, And then the second show was Neil Diamond, and then we did this week. I know that was like hella far away. Hold on. This was the Lizzie McGuire one. Okay, goodbye. This was the Neil Diamond one, and this is the one that we did this week for American Idol. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to PunKrap, etc. this week's sketchbook session. Next week, it is the 11th, so we have a very special show next week. I'm doing an album review with one of my really, really, really good friends, Olive Legace. She did a show on Pratt Radio, not with me, but she did her own show called Emo Hour, and we're both like certified emos. We love... When My Chemical Romance said they were coming back, we absolutely flipped out. My Chemical Romance is her favorite band, and so I invited Olive to come out here and do an album review with me. So we're doing a My Chem album, and you will have to find out which one that is next week. So, and again, my name is MJ. This is PunKrap, etc. Thank you so much for tuning in with me this week, and I will see you next week.